Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't recognize me, I am still Brittany. I am just 100% makeupless, and I have had so many requests lately to do an updated everyday makeup routine, as well as how I style my hair, or how I've been styling my hair lately. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you should be. I will leave that somewhere down here. A lot of times I do videos based on requests that I get from Instagram. Lately I have just had a lot of requests for makeup and hair tutorials, as well as how I apply my magnetic false eyelashes. I only have like two faces. I'm either looking like this with a cap on and scary, or I'm like full glam. So I mean, some people would probably not consider what I'm about to do full glam, but to me, like, this is pretty much as I'm gonna do at any given situation. I suck at like multitasking. I'm gonna try my best to kind of talk to you guys and have a normal conversation, as well as tell you at the same time the things that I'm using. I'm going to try to link everything below, that way if you miss something you can look down there. Most of the stuff I have been using for quite a while. I tend to stick to the same things over and over and over, except for this blush that I'm gonna try out today. So we'll see how that goes. So anyways, I'm going to start with my makeup and then I'm gonna do my hair. I hope we have time for all of it. The hair tutorial is super easy, doesn't take long, so hopefully there's time for everything. I feel like the lighting is getting a little bit dark in here. You guys are just gonna have to bear with me. I am not a beauty YouTuber, blogger, will not claim to be, even though that is how I started out my channel. Yeah, I would definitely not claim to be a beauty vlogger. So I am going to be starting out with this Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup, and mine is in the shade Pure Beige, and I'm going to be using a damp Real Techniques squishy sponge thing to apply it. Always make sure this is damp. I have tried so many foundations over my lifetime. This is by far my favorite that I have ever tried. It lives up to the hype. I forgot, I'm gonna put this cute little thing on. I got this from Ulta the other day. It was like $5, so I'm gonna use this to like get the hair out of my face. I look like I'm 12 years old when I have no makeup on. Oh, and now I look like I'm 2 years old. I think normally people would put their hair up when they put this on. Okay, yeah, clearly I don't know what I'm doing, but I don't want to put my hair up because then it gets kind of crazy. Like, I have the type of hair that conforms to whatever you do with it, so when I take this off I'm gonna look ridiculous. Yeah, I already look ridiculous. Oh my gosh, I look like Carter, right? Do I look like Carter? No, I can see my kids, like when I have no makeup on, and I can see my kids in me, which is, well, I see Carter. I don't see Cooper as like a spitting image of his dad. So what I do is I just pour a little bit on my hand. I have been told that there is a pump for this, but I didn't know that when I was there. So anyways, I have like the jankiest setup right now. So when I first started, okay, it is so hard to put on this and talk at the same time, but I used to have like a really nice like little table that my husband had got me when I first started YouTube, and now I just moved my small little buffet dresser over, and I'm sitting on my bed. It's really uncomfortable, but the things that I do for you guys. I always end up pouring too much on my hand, so use sparingly because a little bit goes a long way, and I forget about that. Okay, so now that that's done and I'm looking like a weirdo with this thing, it would look really cute if my hair was like up here. Maybe I should put my hair up here so I don't look so weird. But then again, like, see, look how cute that is. Oh my god, it's so cute. But I don't want my hair to get all janky, so I'm just gonna leave it. So there's something else I wanted to mention with you guys. So I know a lot of people have been asking about our business that we have created, waiting to be created, whatever you want to call it. Oh, first of all, I'm using this Tarte Shape Tape. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm gonna put the Shape Tape underneath my eyes, like in a little triangle-ish pattern. And I'm gonna do it under both eyes. Anyways, we are still in the waiting process. Right now they are still what they call white boxing the space. So, and I just pat this in with my middle finger or ring finger, whichever finger you want to use. We're still waiting on them. So we met with an architect right before Christmas, and he needed to get some things from us as far as like how we want the layout to be, because they have to build some like small little walls, and they're having to knock out the restrooms and add brand new restrooms. And so they're gonna have to meet with a plumber and electrician and all of that. So they're really just like completely redoing the entire space that we're moving into. So yes, we are still doing it. Our papers are signed. There is no like turning back. It's just really a waiting process. And if you've ever opened up your own business, it does not happen all in one day. So I know that I haven't talked about it a lot lately, and that's just because there is no updates on what's going on. As soon as I have an update, as soon as they give us the keys, we can go in and start decorating. So that will be the exciting part. I will definitely vlog that for you guys, but right now there's just nothing going on, like literally nothing that we can do. We can drive by, check on it, see how they're doing, if they've knocked out a bathroom, if they've added a bathroom, if they've, you know, but other than that, like, it's really just boring stuff. So I will update you guys when it gets more exciting, but right now it is not. Okay, so next I'm going to do a little bit of contouring with bronzer. Not a whole lot. I'm not good at I'm not good at bronzing. I'm not good at contouring, but I try my best. This is Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, and this is just an old, probably dirty Eco Tools brush, and I just tap some on there, and I make the funny fish face, and I hollow out my cheekbones. Other side. And then I kind of take this down my neck just to give my neck a little bit of color. That way I don't have like a bronzed face and a white neck. All right, so blush. Okay, so this is where I am gonna have to explain. We're doing this together. So I usually use the Milani Luminoso powder blush. I love this stuff. You can buy it at Walgreens. Target, I believe, has it too. This is what I usually use, but today I'm going to be trying this Visible Lift L'Oreal cream blush, and whose recommendation? This was Kate from the Small Things blog. She recommended this on Instagram. If you guys are not following Kate, you are living under a freaking rock, because I have been following Kate for so long. She is just like, she's just so classy. And she has great hair tutorials. That's how I found her to begin with, and also makeup. So anyways, if you're not following her, I don't know what you're doing with your life. This is a Morphe brush. I just picked this up the other day too. I've never had a Morphe brush before, but they're super cheap. And this is M405. And I'm just gonna, I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm scared. I'm really scared, because if this goes bad, this is going to screw up my whole entire makeup tutorial. What do you do if your blush goes bad? I'm just going to look like a clown, and you guys are going to be like, oh my god, why did I just watch that video? Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so good. Good so far. Okay, not a lot of color, but I think that's just because I need to dig my brush back in here. Did I say the color? It's Coral Lift. Maybe I said that, maybe I didn't. I'm so scared right now. Okay, so the color coming off is really pretty. It's almost like it has a highlight in it. Can you see that? Like, it's like a glow. A little fun fact for you guys. Here, I'm gonna move this mirror so that maybe it doesn't look like I'm looking down the whole time. But a little fun fact for you guys is that I have always been really self-conscious of my cheeks. I have a very like full face. I don't really have like a defined like jawline and like nice like cheekbones and stuff. Maybe if I lost like 20 pounds or something. But my face, even when I was like the thinnest of thin, like in high school running track every day, twice a day, I still had like this puffy face with my cheeks, and I always feel like I have big cheeks when I smile, and I'm so self-conscious of it. just throwing that out there. Next up, I have some eyeshadow primer. This is the Urban Decay anti-aging one. I am almost 30, so I need all the anti-aging I can get. No, I'm just kidding. I actually saw Tiffany D say that she liked the anti-aging one better than the regular one. So I was like, if Tiffany D likes the anti-aging one better, then I like the anti-aging one better. All right, so I'm going to be using this super duper dirty Tartist Pro Glow palette. This is not even for your eyes. This is a contouring palette, but I like to use it for my eyes because the colors are gorgeous. So I like to use Stunner and Sculpt. So I put Stunner all over my eyelid, and then I use Sculpt in the outer corner. And this is also a Morphe brush, and I usually end up using the same brush for both colors because I'm just kind of lazy like that. I mean, who has time to like swap out 1,000 brushes? I know I don't. Usually this makeup like that I'm showing you guys now is going to take forever because I'm explaining the steps and I'm talking to you guys, but when I'm doing this at the kitchen table with my kids at my feet, it literally takes me maximum 10 minutes. So yeah, I think I went a little crazy over here to the side of my eye. And I'm gonna add the same color to the other eye. You know when it's like, it gets really quiet and awkward when you're with somebody, and if you don't know them well enough, it's like super awkward, but if it's quiet and you're with like your best friend or, you know, your husband or something, it's not awkward. I feel like we've reached the stage where if it's quiet, it's not awkward anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I've been on YouTube for a little while now, and I felt like when I first started, I had to be talking about something constantly, and now I'm like, if it's quiet, I think that we're all comfortable here, that I can be quiet and it not be awkward, right? All right, so I'm putting just enough in the corner here so that it looks like I have some dimension. If there's one thing that I'm really bad at when it comes to makeup, it's eyeshadow. Like, no doubt, I have never been able to figure out eyeshadow. I can do 2 colors max like this, and that's it. Like, those beauty gurus who do like 20 eye colors, I'm like fascinated by it because never in my life could I do that. I just can't. Now I'm going to be putting on eyeliner. This is the NYX Always Keeping It Tight. This is in the color brown. I usually use a black. Actually, I used to use a black, I should say, but I've been using brown lately because I feel like it brings out my blue eyes better. I have a bad habit of pulling my eye. I don't ever pull any eyelashes out when I do this, but I feel like it helps me to like hold my eye steady. So I don't want you guys to think that I'm pulling my eyelashes out, and I'm sure that I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this or something, whatever. Like, how do you even have time to hate somebody for the way that they put on their makeup? But you know, people have plenty of time on their hands apparently. Anyways, I hold my eyelashes like that to, oh no, y'all, I just ran out of eyeliner. What am I gonna do now? So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to be very mature about this, but I gotta stop the whole tutorial now. Be right back. Gotta go to Target and get some eyeliner. I don't even think I have any extra eyeliner. This is real life, you guys. I cannot make this stuff up. Okay, so I just have this old compact from somewhere. I don't even know where it's from, what it is. And I've got an e.l.f. brush, and I'm going to dip it in the darkest eyeshadow color here that I have. It's brown. And I'm just gonna line my eyes with the eyeshadow. It's not ideal. And I'm gonna have fallout all over my face now from this powder. Super pumped about it. All right, well, that was not my proudest moment, but we're just gonna keep going. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows now. I lately have been filling in my eyebrows a lot better than I used to, and watch me say that, and then I'm gonna have a bad eyebrow day today, because it's like once you screw up your eyebrow, you're just screwed. So I went to the Ulta Benefit Brow Bar, and that is where I had my brows done. This is called Precisely My Brow Pencil. I've had them done there twice. I love the girl who does them. She does a great job. My eyebrows are strangely shaped. They don't grow. They're very sparse over here. They've started growing a little bit better, I feel like, but they just have like, they have problems. So I have to fill them in big time, and this is the number 2. So I'm gonna fill my brows in. She said to start with lining the bottom first, and this is where things can go very bad. So I'm gonna not talk and just try to do this. I'm also going to create a little bit of a arch there because I don't really have one. I'm just doing like teeny, well, they're not teeny tiny, but just like brush strokes back and forth. This is probably gonna be a bad eyebrow day. So I have eyebrows now. I've got everything but actual eyes on. Oh, and lips. I am going to go ahead and do my lips just because I like to do my eyelashes last. I don't know why. It's just like nothing is done until you have mascara on. Then it looks legit. So my favorite lip combo that I have been using lately is the MAC lip liner in Subculture. And I need to sharpen this real quick. So anyways, I'm just gonna line my lips with this. Such a pretty face. This lip liner is about as natural as they come. I think I've always shied away from lip liners because I didn't want my lips to be like out there. Okay, so I'm gonna use this NYX or NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brulee. I have used NYX Butter Glosses for years. If you go all the way back to my very first video, which I don't know, my very first video was a hair tutorial. If you go back to one of my very first makeup tutorials, I was probably using this. I love it so much. So this is all I'm doing for my everyday lip color. I might change it up for, you know, if I'm going on a date or something, but let's be honest, like, my husband's still gonna think I'm hot even if I'm just wearing lip gloss. So my lip gloss be poppin', my lip gloss be cool. All right, so this is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This is a really good mascara. I got it in a sample box for Christmas, I believe, and I'm gonna buy the full size whenever this is gone. The thing about these miniature ones, I really like to try things out before I buy the full size. I don't know why this is red right here, you guys. I was actually looking at it earlier. Maybe I like irritated it because I'm kind of concerned that I need to get that checked out by a dermatologist. But anyways, let's not focus on that. Anyways, this mascara is really good. Like I was saying, I like to try the trial sizes, but every time I get a trial size, I end up getting it all over my eyelid. Like I can't control the small wand for some reason, and I end up getting black everywhere. I need to get a full size of this because it really is good. I really like it. I'm very particular about my mascaras. I just have always been that way, and I feel like this one definitely lives up to the hype. All right, do you see how different I look with a big eye versus my small eye? Jeff went to go get me coffee. It is like almost noon, but I didn't have coffee this morning because I could not stomach the thought of hot coffee this morning. So he went and got me some iced coffee, and I'm super looking forward to it. Maybe if you guys get lucky, he will make an appearance. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put on some mascara on my lower lashes. I don't use that one on my lower lashes. I kind of feel like the brush is too thick to get the lashes underneath. You kind of need like a smaller brush like this. So when I do my under lashes, I just wipe off this and do like a very minimal. Now I'm going to put on my false lashes. Give me just a second so that my mascara can dry before I put them on. Okay, so now that that's done, we're gonna add magnetic lashes. I talked about these on Instagram. I'm gonna link them below in case you guys are interested in getting some. Don't give up immediately. I feel like they kind of have to conform to your eye shape a little bit because they come as a standard size, and I think after you wear them over and over, they kind of conform a little bit to your eyes, because at first I was like, I cannot do this. And now I feel like I just pop them on and I'm ready to go. Now, when I got them, I did trim them up a little bit. I cut off, you can't cut off the ends because that's where the magnets are, but I cut a little bit of length and thickness out of them just so that they looked a tad bit more natural. I mean, obviously these don't look natural because if you naturally have eyelashes like this, you are freaking lucky, but I don't. They come with a little case like this because this is where I keep them. It says that you can use them like 20 times. I have used mine probably like, I don't know, close to 10 times. So one will go up underneath your eye and the other one will go on top. So I like to put the first one on top, and I also want to mention that this does come with a little applicator. I think it's in my makeup bag somewhere, but I'm not going to get it out because I haven't been using it. So I'm just going to show you how I do it with my fingers. If you want to use the applicator, I think it helps at first when you're like first learning how to do this. I am going to zoom into my face, so be warned. I'm going to place this one on top of my eye, right at the lash line. Okay. And now I'm going to grab the bottom one right here. I'm going to lift up my eye a little bit. And I just kind of place it there and they will click together. So if you don't like where it's placed, you can take it off, do it again. I like mine to be on the outer corner. I don't like any on the inside here because it irritates my eye, and it also makes my eye look a little bit smaller. So I prefer them to be on the edge, on the outside like this. See how simple that was? Well, that was a huge fail because my eyelash finally broke. So I got about 10 wears out of them. That's kind of a bummer, but I would still recommend these, y'all. They're like $15, but to get eyelash extensions, it's about $60 a month, and you can take these off and on and they won't damage your lashes. That being said, my eyelash extensions did not damage my eyelashes. They just, the glue damaged my eyeballs. Now I'm going to, well, I think I'll just leave it on. I'll just have one eye bigger than the other one. Okay, so this hair tutorial has been highly requested lately. It's how I've been wearing my hair for the past, I don't know, a couple of weeks, I guess. This hairstyle would work best if you have straightened your hair in previous days and you woke up with it pretty straight, or if your hair blow dries pretty straight. The first thing that you need to do, besides freshen it up a little bit, my hair is, what, like, I didn't wash it yesterday, but I washed it the day before, so the first thing that you want to do, convenient that my hair straightener turned off by itself, but what you want to do is straighten the bottom of your hair, or kind of just run the straightener through it everywhere if your hair is not very straight. Mine is just like very, just do whatever it wants to. If I slept on it that way, that's the way I'm going to wake up with it if I didn't blow dry it. So just run it through. For these beachy kind of waves, you want the ends to be straight. So just make sure that you have some straight ends. I think that most of mine are straight. Let me sit up a little bit so you guys can see better. I think that the majority of my ends are already straight, so I can pretty much skip this step, but I'm just showing you guys in case, there we go, in case you guys are, you know, kind of confused on what I'm talking about. The next thing is that you are going to use a curling iron to curl your hair, but before we start that, I'm going to give my hair a little bit of volume at the crown. A little bit more volume. So I like to use this Living Proof Full Dry Volume Blast. I have to use it sparingly because it can sometimes make my hair a little bit too sticky. So I like to, I'm pretty sure this is about gone. I'm gonna try and get some out of it. But what I do is I will section pieces off at my crown, flip them over and spray this in it. I think it's, well, what I will normally do is spray this in the crown, flip it over, then do it again, spray it. I'm just gonna use some hairspray right now because it kind of works not as well, but it works pretty good. So I always push it up a little bit, that way the roots are kind of sticking up, and then I will spray it like that. And then I'm going to do the same with this side, flip it over, push it up with my fingers like I'm doing over here, spray it, same thing, spray it, okay? All right, now I'm gonna do the other side. So flipping it over, spray on my roots. All right, find my natural part again. All right, so I'm going to take my curling iron now, and this is the Hot Tools curling iron. I believe this is a 1 inch, might be 1.5 inch. I will link it below. I'll find the correct one and link it below. I always can never remember if it's 1 inch or 1.5 inch. But I'm going to take a section of my hair right here in the front, probably about, I'd say it's like 1 inch thick. And I'm going to make sure that I'm curling away from my head. And I'm just going to curl it. But I'm going to leave the ends out. That is the key. That's why you want your ends straight, because you're leaving them out. And then I'm just going to let go. Let it kind of cool off a little bit. And now I'm going to do another piece about the same size. So all my pieces are close to the same size. About, I would say, like 1 inch wide. Make sure that you're curling in the same direction, so away from your face. And I start at the root and just kind of like adjust it until you have at least a few inches sticking out. I would say that's a good 2.5 inches probably. And let go. And you're just going to do this a few times around your head. You can do your whole head, or you can leave a few pieces straight. I tend to leave a couple pieces straight, but I do the majority of my hair just because I feel like it looks kind of funny if a lot of pieces are straight and a lot of pieces are curly. These underneath pieces I don't really worry about as much. I don't get all the way up to the root. I just kind of do like one little twist and then let go. So now I'm going to do this side. See how quick that was? And make sure that you are curling away from your face. I know I've said that a million times, but look, I just clamped it in the same way, and if I had turned it, it would have gone this way. So just turn your curler around, curl away from your face. Wait 8 seconds. I've got a couple inches sticking out here. I'm sorry if I'm looking at the viewfinder, but that's how I am seeing what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm done curling all around my head. That literally took me less than 5 minutes to do. I just quickly ran the curler through almost every strand. I've got a couple here and there that might look a little straighter than others, but for the most part I got most of them. Anyways, this is what it looks like pretty much. You can tease the top of your head a little bit, which I always do because the bigger the better. I live in Texas and that's just what we do here. So I will take my little comb right here and just back comb it down a little bit. Is that you? Look who it is.
Are they ready for my hair tutorial?
I told them that they might get lucky and see you.
I can do my hair tutorial if they'd like to see it.
You probably should. It takes you all of like 30 seconds. Thank you. I love you.
Love you too.
I'm almost done. And that is it. That is my makeup and hair tutorial. This is what I do on a daily basis. Most of the time, my curls will last me a couple of days. If you guys made it to the end, thank you. I know I still have one fake eyelash on and the other one not. Maybe you can't tell from this far away, but thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. If you have stuck around since I used to do these back in the old days, let me know in the comments below. I would love to know who's been around for that long. That would just, like, you're the OG of my channel, and that is so cool. I'm gonna go and chill with my husband for a few minutes and drink my coffee before I need to go to the grocery store and get my kids from school. But thanks for watching, guys. I will see you all in my next vlog. Bye.